Okay, so for today's video, we're going to try something a little bit different. We are going to do some stamping on fabric. The best fabric I think that you could use to use IOD stamps on would be cotton or muslin. So I have this piece right here. You can get something similar. I think they're smaller though at Walmart for a piece of fabric like this. I think they have them in the kitchen section. Anyway, so the first thing I want to do is choose a stamp that I like, and I'm going to use a combination of stamps. You can also do that as well. One thing I do have to say about stamps, the IOD stamps, is when you first get them, as you can see, this one I've used before, you are going to want to sand them a little bit with a sand sponger just to give them some teeth. This will grab onto the ink better, and it just works better that way. Now I'm just gonna make sure that I put my stamp here on paper. I'm gonna use the backing of the packaging so that I do not get ink on the fabric until I'm ready to put the stamp on there. So I have an ink pad right here, also from Iron Orchid Design, and I'm going to use this ink. It's green. So the thing with my ink pad is that it has the black, the red, and now the green. So it's going to be a little bit multicolored when I use this. You might not be able to tell from the video, but it's not going to be completely green. If you want your ink to be just the one color, you want to make sure that you use a separate ink pad for each color ink. I don't mind mixing it. To me, it's like blending paint. So we're going to go ahead and do it this way for this video anyway. So one thing I do have to say, the ink is permanent. Even when you wash this after it dries, you can heat set it, by the way. But once you get this down onto the fabric, it's kind of like the sealed deal. It's gonna stay on there, so you want to make sure you get it exactly where you want it, because there's no way to redo. So I'm gonna gently just pat this down. I don't want it to move a lot because again, it'll be all blurry. So you want to make sure once you get it down, then you pat it down gently so that it transfers over to the fabric like this. But if you move it around too much, it'll be blurry, and you actually don't want that. So I'm going to go ahead and choose other parts of the stamp that came with this set right here. And I have this smaller one that I'm going to put on the edge. This is a big piece of fabric, so I want to kind of fill it up. And one of the things I thought I would do with this fabric, I don't know if I will, once I'm done, is to, because it is big enough, is to turn it into a pillow. I think it'd be really pretty. So if I have time, I might make this a pillow cover, or maybe it'll just be like a kitchen thing. We'll see. So throughout this video, you'll just see that I'm just going to add different stamps. And always it'll be the same way that we're going to just put it onto the ink pad. We do have rollers that go with the ink pad and the stamps. I like to just kind of put the ink on the ink pad and then just pat down the stamp on the ink pad and just go from there. So that's pretty much how I do. What I didn't realize is that I put this stamp upside down. And as I said before, there's no way of fixing it. So the only thing I thought to do later on was to just restamp it right side up. And it was a little blurry, but that's okay. I like things to be a little bit like vintagey old looking. So it didn't look horrible, but definitely keep an eye on the way you're putting your stamps down, especially if they have words. Now, if you're wondering how you're going to clean your stamps and get all the ink off when you're done, it's pretty simple. You can wash them in warm soapy water, but if at the moment you can't, you can always use a baby wipe. And this is it. We're all done. I think it looks pretty. What do you think?